just finished my built-in, and there was a lot of hard work and sweat, but I finished. And if you would like to see how I made my built-in, you can follow me on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to do a thumbs up if you like my video. And let's get going. So I have enough wood, but I don't have enough wood that's long enough for the length of my base. So I'm just building 2 bases. So again, it doesn't really matter if you're not going to really see this part when you go. Here's the box that I just finished, and it's for the upper shelves. And because it's so heavy, you need to get some extra support on the back. So this is the back side, and I just put this right here is where I'm going to screw it into the wall. And so I need to screw it into the sides of the shelf to make it strong enough. And then I've got my other support right here. And I'm going to put that one here. Here's the finished product of the upper shelves. This is one side of the shelves, and then I'm going to do another little unit for the other side. And I actually ended up going back to Home Depot and I bought plywood. So what happened was the MDF was working great. The only problem was it was so heavy. And I know that MDF is heavy, but I was just really worried when I hung these cupboards. I was just thinking, what if they fall off? Because they're just so dang heavy. Here's my one shelf I put up. I spent all day, and this is all that I've done.
Better get on it.
So I put screws wherever I could, and when I first hung it up, I used nails so that my family could let go while I did the screws. And I have screws in the sides, and then screws in the back, and screws on the ceiling. So this sucker's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be in the way.
Ow!
Be careful, don't hit the TV.
We have to hold this for a minute?
Yes. Don't hit the TV.
Yeah, I did actually do that. Push it back.
up higher, Peyton. Yes, perfect. Perfect.
It's uneven.
Push it up again, Peyton.
It's not gonna be even with the other thing.
Keep holding it. Keep holding it.
I'm holding it.
Here's the base, and it's on its side right now, so this little short piece on the side is actually going to be on top to support when I put the complete finish on the top. It'll have a cover over that so you won't see it. Got my jigsaw and I cut a hole in the back for the plugs, and then I cut a hole in the side. You can see there's a million cords in here. Here's the second cabinet, and I had to put another hole on the shelf, and then a hole over here to get the cords through. Next up, I need to put the face frame, and I need to put the top of the board on. I'm doing a dry fit of the counter. And you can tell it's a little bit of a gap on both sides, so I can fill it with a little bit of wood. And I gotta cut a hole for these cords. We're getting closer and closer to finishing, and today I am going to do a bunch of caulking and the wood stuff. Oh, I totally forgot what it's called, but it's right here. Plastic wood. So that's what I've been using to fill all the nail holes and the screw holes. So as you can tell, there's like brown spots everywhere, and that's from the plastic wood. And when that dries, then I'm gonna sand it down and then paint over it. So I went to Home Depot and bought some more molding, and so I just started with the face frame. So I'm cutting out all the pieces, and you need at least 1.5 inches for the face frame. I just finished putting some trim on the bottom shelves, and it's looking so much better. Just putting the trim on makes it look so much more complete. getting closer and closer to finishing, and I have the crown molding up and it looks really good. It just finished painting and it looks so much better. The doors are still need to be done, but other than that, it just looks so good. Here's my shaker cabinet door, and of course I messed up already because I cut my horizontal pieces too short because I didn't allow for this end part right here. So see how it's cut into the sides? I didn't take into account that, so you have to add in like another 3/8 on each side. So I had to recut my pieces, and so when you look on the bottom, you can see how they fit in. They're not completely perfect because I just cut it with my table saw, and I have a router, but I don't have the bit to make the dado. So now I'm just gonna cut my pieces for the inside, which I'm gonna use MDF 1/4 inch. Here's the door that I just finished gluing, and you have to make sure that before you put the clamps on, you have to make sure that it's perfectly square. And I didn't show you before, but this is the MDF, it's 1/4 inch, and I cut it obviously probably like 3/8 inch more so that it can go into the grooves. And I didn't glue that part, I just glued the wood part. I'm going to show you guys a little bit how to caulk, and you definitely need a caulking gun, and then I used Alex Fast Dry. So when you're caulking, you got to do it pretty quick so that it doesn't, because it will start setting up. You want to get like a really tiny bead. Then you just take your finger and push it down, smooth it out. Usually I have too much in there, so I have to wipe off on a napkin. Here's how it looks when you do the Forstner bit. It has like a little sinkhole, and here's what the bit looks like. You have to be really careful not to go all the way through the wood, just enough so that this can sink in. And it came in a kit, but I guess you could just buy the one piece if you wanted, but I didn't know what size I was supposed to get. Now we're moving on to the hardware for the doors. I finished caulking and painting them, and they look really good. Thank you for watching my video, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my